Tenali meets Babur. Tenali Raman was a famous jester and poet in the court of Krishna Devarai, the king of Vijayanagar. Many stories are told of his wit and wisdom. Read about this adventure at Emperor Babur's court. The tales related to Tenali Raman's intelligence and wit had reached far and wide. So they also reached the Mughal court in Delhi, where Emperor Babur ruled. Hearing about Tenali Raman, Babur wished to meet him and sent a messenger. When Babur's messenger reached Vijayanagar, Raja Krishna Devarai, the ruler, grew apprehensive. He thought that the Mughal emperor had sent his messenger to find an excuse to attack his kingdom. The Raja was relieved when the messenger said,
"Our emperor wants to meet Tenali Raman. Maharaj, please send him with me to the Delhi court."
The Raja agreed. He said, "Tenali, I order you to go with this messenger to the Mughal court and prove your mettle. Remember, the honor of our kingdom is in your hands. If you impress the emperor and get a reward from him, I promise to gift you 10,000 gold coins." Tenali replied,
"I will not let you down, your majesty."
The next day, Tenali left with the messenger. When Babur heard that Tenali Raman had arrived, he said to his courtiers,
"You all know he is a very witty man. However, if I find anyone laughing at his jokes, that person shall be punished."
At the royal court, Tenali tried many antics, but no one smiled. He said many amusing, witty and wise things, but to no effect. 15 days passed by, but all his efforts to make people laugh failed. Tenali understood that something was amiss. He realized that the Mughal courtiers were deliberately keeping a somber face. Tenali knew that defeat would mean losing prestige and honor for Vijayanagar as well as his own position there. So he thought of a plan. Babur was in the habit of going for a ride on his horse every morning. He would be accompanied by 2 of his ministers. The minister's job was to carry pouches of gold coins to distribute to the poor on the instructions of the king. One day, Tenali disguised himself as an old labourer with a spade on his shoulder and a mango sapling in his hand. Having surveyed Babur's route closely, Tenali found a spot by the Yamuna where he knew Babur would see him. When Tenali spotted Babur approaching, he began to dig the ground. Babur was surprised to see an old man with a white beard planting a mango sapling. He couldn't help asking,
"Bade Mian, what are you doing?" "Jahapana, I am planting a mango sapling,"
replied Tenali Raman.
"But Bade Mian,
Babur said,
you appear quite old. Even if this sapling takes root, grows, and bears fruit, what would you gain? Surely you won't be alive." "I am not planting it for my own sake, Jahapana, but for others. I enjoyed the fruits of the trees planted by my father, and now this tree will bear fruit for those who live after me. That will be my reward." "I like your idea,"
Babur responded admiringly.
"You are a kind man who cares for others. Take these coins and plant more trees."
The emperor asked his minister to give the old man a pouch containing gold coins. Accepting the gold, the old man bowed gratefully and said,
"May God grant the emperor a long life. You see, normally people get fruit many years after planting a tree, but I got it immediately. It shows that consideration for others definitely reaps a rich harvest."
Pleased by the old man's remark, Babur gave him another bag of coins. Again the old man said,
"You've really made this old man happy. While this tree, when mature, will bear fruit only once a year, you've rewarded me twice already."
Babur replied,
"Well said. Again, you deserve a reward."
and Tenali received a third bag of coins. Alarmed, one of the ministers advised Babur,
"Your Highness, this old man appears to be quite wise. Let us move ahead before his pithy utterances force you to empty your treasury right here."
Babur smiled and began to ride away. Then the old man said,
"Huzoor, just cast a glance at me once again."
So saying, Tenali removed his disguise and said,
I am your humble servant, Tenali Raman.
Realizing that he had been thoroughly fooled, Babur burst out laughing.
I am not at all sorry for having rewarded you, Tenali Raman. You deserve it. You are every bit as intelligent and wise as I had heard.
Babur took Tenali to his palace and showed